Art, perhaps the most immediately telling mirror for society at large. Looking into the music, films, stories, and legends created in a certain cultural context can tell us a lot about said culture. Scott MacDonald claims that the same is true for the often unstudied nature film genre in his 3 short ruminations on ideology in the nature film. Through 3 case studies, MacDonald talks about how, despite the lack of attention on the category, nature films have a rich legacy to synthesize new knowledge from. From outdated educational videos,
cell tissue directly. What we do is divide.
To introspective short films.
As they turn, they go almost full, deep red.
We can learn a lot about how we learn from nature. Without further ado, here are 3 short ruminations on ideology in the nature film. MacDonald's first case study compares Disney's true-life adventure nature documentaries with the scientifically based work of Jean Painlevé. Disney's true-life nature films came to be as a more cost-effective alternative to constantly producing animated works. They allowed crews to capture whatever interesting footage they could before picking the best of the bunch and using it to tell a story with sound effects, music, and narration. Here's one of the more corny examples of those 3 together.
Not the most comfortable spot in the world, but at least he's safe.
The Disney films projected a set of heteronormative, gender-binary-based values onto the natural world. Compare this to the work of Jean Painlevé, who was more interested in learning from the natural world than using it.
L'adulte en miniature est enfin formé. Il peut se déplacer verticalement avec la tête en angle droit du corps.
While Painlevé was fascinated by the seemingly innocuous world of mollusks, microbes, and so-called pests, later popular documentary work tended to focus only on the extreme and viscerally entertaining violence of extraordinary animals. National Geographic's Sonoran Desert took a region no more violent than the woodlands of East Coast suburbs and portrayed it as a realm of carnage and death. In MacDonald's second case study, he discusses the colonial settler mindset that subconsciously influences films like Sonoran Desert, which paints some wild areas as being violently dangerous places to be tamed for our own safety. If a viewer thinks that every other rock in the neighborhood park hides a Gila monster waiting to attack, aren't they more likely to welcome the encroaching suburbanization of these environments? While many nature filmmakers are interested in presenting their works as objective and honest accounts of the world around us, the truth is that any act of capturing and editing footage starts to cultivate a certain message. Some filmmakers choose to embrace that part of art while documenting nature. In A Divided World and Microcosmos, the natural world is portrayed artfully and with emotion. In MacDonald's third case study, he tackles how Microcosmos' directors, Claude Nuridsany and Pérennou, weave that perspective into their art. Nature is never fully separated from humans, as our opera music blurs together with the sounds and movements of the natural world. There is no attempt to proclaim or analyze. Nuridsany and Pérennou are only interested in reveling in the beauty of the world around us. This clip from Microcosmos is excellent. Look at how their trails glisten in the light. Snails are a beautiful thing, despite our tendency to dismiss them as cause for disgust. Bearing MacDonald's 3 ruminations in mind, it's clear to see just how diversely influenced and inspired nature films can be. Just like any other category of film, the nature documentary has morphed dramatically throughout its long lifespan and has the capacity to say wonderfully revelatory things about human society.